Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Life is Strange by Tall Dwarfs. As usual, the song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers. So if you want to get your song reviewed, just do what they did. Leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to add it to my list. So I don't think I've ever heard anything from Tall Dwarfs. Very interesting name. So I feel like I would probably remember if I had heard anything from them. So not ringing a bell. Going in pretty blind, hoping for a good song. So uh, let's cut that intro short and let's get right into it. Tall Dwarfs, Life is Strange. Here we go.
The following grooves may be used to check hum, rumble, and noise.
I'm always guarded. Even so, I seem quite nice, but I'm really big and twisted and see things deep inside. I have always liked that style and that witty kind of phrase to make you want to embrace me and hold me always. I don't mean to analyze, I don't want to change. All I'm trying to say is that life is strange. We all have our own opinions, our own personalities, with quirks and contradictions in varying degrees. But both the lovely and the ugly share the journey to the grave, both trying to find the reason why they live their life in chains. I don't mean to analyze, I don't want to change. All I'm trying to say is that life is
Yeah, I really like that. Again, I had no idea what to expect going in, but I feel like it was an interesting sort of mix of styles in the sense that like the acoustic guitar and the vocals to me were reminiscent of like hippie like pop rock from like the 60s, but the electric guitar was more reminiscent of like modern pop punk, folk even, I the reason I thought the word folk is it seems like this comes from the album Fork Songs, which I think is kind of funny, like folk and rock, and that I think to me actually captures exactly what I was trying to describe this as, is that like yeah, the guitar and the vocals remind me of folk music, the acoustic guitar that is, and the electric guitar reminds me more of like rock, or again like pop punk or punk music, sort of modern punk, but I thought that was fun. I really like that about it. So anyway, let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So Well, you know I'm always guarded. Even so, I seem quite nice, but I'm really bitter and twisted and seething deep inside. I have always lacked that style and that witty turn of phrase to make you want to embrace me and hold me always. I don't mean to analyze, I don't want to change. All I'm trying to say is that life is strange. So yeah, I mean, the song starts out, this guy's like, ah, I kind of suck. I've always liked that style and that witty turn of phrase, right? Like, I get that I'm not like the most interesting or fun or whatever person in the world. It's funny that Creep by Radiohead is suggested on this you might also like section over here on Genius. That's kind of funny because I think it's kind of giving that same vibe, right? I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, that type of thing. I don't mean to analyze, I don't want to change. All I'm trying to say is that life is strange. We all have our own opinions, our own personalities, with quirks and contradictions in varying degrees. But both the lovely and the ugly share the journey to the grave, both trying to find the reasons why they live their lives in chains. So I like that. So he starts by, kind of turning in on himself and being like, yeah, I kind of suck. Um, but then sort of turns outward and says like we all have our own opinions, personalities, quirks, etc. um, and whether we are lovely like other people or ugly like me, as he's like describing himself, right? We all kind of share the same journey from birth to death, both trying to find the reasons why they live their lives in chains. I don't mean to analyze, I don't want to change. All I'm trying to say is that life is strange. I don't mean to analyze, I don't want to change. All I'm saying is that life is strange. I mean, that is, I think, very an example of how to kind of tell this cohesive, maybe not even a story, but to tell this whole lyrical piece in a very succinct way that is impactful. Because I think, again, in the beginning of the song, he starts out by saying like, yeah, I may not be a perfect person, I kind of suck, I'm kind of lame, whatever, right? But then I'm again like kind of pointing the dagger inward, and then he points it outwards and says, "But no matter if you are like me and you suck and you're ugly and whatever, or if you're this beautiful, awesome, whatever person, like we're all just trying to figure it out, and we are all susceptible, as he says, like to living our life in chains, right? To sort of feeling like we have to go along with the status quo or whatever is popular at the time or what have you, right? So again, in just a few lyrics, I feel like I was able to pull so much out of these lyrics, and I think to me that's super effective writing here, and I really enjoyed the way it was written. So two big thumbs up from me. And I gotta say, jumping into the instrumentation and the vocals, I just saw that this was, I guess, released January 1st of 1991. To me, I mean, again, I had no context for this band or for this song, but to me, this felt very fresh. This felt like something that I could see being released in like the last 10 years or so, right? But to have a song that's over 30 years old that made me feel that way, that's pretty impressive. And again, I think part of that is that mix of folk and rock, right? Like as that acoustic guitar kind of pulled me right in. I was really enjoying the sound of that. Really liked the singer's voice as well. But then under all that, you have this like electric guitar that slowly starts building its way into the song. That again brings that sort of more rock and roll vibe to it. And then the electric guitar kind of comes to the forefront for a little bit, for like a little solo esque, and I think just meshes well with the acoustic guitar throughout. So this was a fun one for me instrumentally and vocally. I'm gonna give it two big thumbs up there as well. As far as replay value goes, I think this is one of those that I think very easily makes the playlist for me. Very excited to listen to it again. And I think it's gonna have a little bit of staying power on the playlist. So two big thumbs up there as well. Overall, a fantastic song and a great request. Thank you so much for the person who requested this one. As always, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists, go listen to their music wherever you can. And if you want to support me and my channel, just do all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment with your requests, because I'm always taking those, as I mentioned earlier. And you can even check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.